So yeah, Huggy Wuggy is now an Among Us, a popular creature from Poppy Playtime. He is now roaming around in Among Us looking for crewmates to chase. So I decided to confront Huggy Wuggy in order to stop him. This is going to be dangerous, so make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more stories. But let's begin. So in order for us to understand Huggy Wuggy and why he's an Among Us, we need to look at his origin. Original article down below. Huggy Wuggy was created by Playtime Corporation, and he was made to be admired by children. The toy soon became the most successful product of the company, but was eventually modified with a transferred but corrupted human conscience, and turned him into a monster. Huggy Wuggy is shown in the game to be an enormous creature with long arms and legs, leaving him standing at around 10 feet tall. He has blue fur and many sharp teeth, on top of having another mouth inside of his mouth. He has yellow hands, red lips, and eyes that resemble googly eyes. Several people are also debating whether he is robotic or organic. Huggy Wuggy is a barbaric and bloodthirsty creature. One of his first roles in the game was chasing the protagonist down a hatch. He has the ability to come up with several strategies to take down his opponents. He lures you and stalks you to ensure that he can chase you down and eventually corner you. I've heard rumors about Huggy Wuggy being an Among Us, so I decided to put it up to the test. I was the imposter, and of course I named myself Huggy Wuggy, and I also got a hairpiece that looks very similar to him. And rumor has it that you can find him in the cargo bay. So I entered and I went to the corner, and that's when I saw Huggy Wuggy. He was just standing there, not moving a single inch. He must be turned off. I don't normally go back here, but I didn't expect Huggy Wuggy to actually be here. Maybe it's because I have his name and his skin, and I'm playing as Huggy Wuggy. It was just so fascinating that he was here. It is recommended that if you ever see Huggy Wuggy in Among Us, you run away fast, since he always tries to play mind games with you, up until he catches you. So I went to security cameras to see if Huggy Wuggy did any sorts of movements. You know, maybe walking around. And that's when I saw his hand, just waving up and down. Looks like Huggy Wuggy is now on. So I slowly made my way over to the cargo bay to see if I could spot Huggy Wuggy, and based on everything that I see, he's no longer here. And that's when I saw his hand behind me, waving up and down. He must be hiding behind the cargo box, and that's why none of us saw him when I was checking cameras. A meeting was called, and that saved me from Huggy Wuggy. This investigation is going very well so far. Now that I have returned, I went to the cargo bay to see if Huggy Wuggy was anywhere. And if I didn't mention it earlier, I was also the imposter, which I found quite strange. This could be a coincidence, so I have a way of defending myself. So I continued to walk around the airship, and there was nothing to be seen. This could be one of Huggy Wuggy's mind games. He always thinks outside the box, and tries to corner you. I was now in another game, and I entered the engine room, and this time I wasn't the imposter, so there could definitely be a different outcome. Maybe Huggy Wuggy knew that since I was the imposter, I could defend myself from him, and he didn't want to be anywhere near me. Now I'm not the imposter, so I went to the cameras, and I saw Huggy Wuggy's hand going up and down, just like before. But this time, of course, it was happening inside of the vault, an area with only one door. I didn't want to go through the brig because, well, the room is right next door, and I had to fix the sabotage, and I just find it so weird that I had to go to this direction. So I finally decided to make a tough decision, one that can eliminate my crewmate. I entered the room, and that's when I saw a puppet on the floor, which is a popular toy that is used by many. I have one of them myself. It's a popular toy that most kids use. But what was it doing on the floor? I heard something behind me and I didn't bother to look around. I was just so concentrated on the toy, and that's when a meeting was called. I wasn't sure if it was to protect me from whatever was behind me, but I was so tempted to go back into the vault. I've always wanted to have a puppet in Among Us, but I knew of the possible risk that I was about to face. But I did it anyways and I entered the vault, and this time I found the puppet on top of the vent. What was the puppet doing on top of the vent though? Was the imposter trying to take it with him? And he saw something. As I was about to pick it up, I heard something behind me. And that's when I knew that I made a terrible mistake. Huggy Wuggy appeared from behind me and had me cornered. Huggy Wuggy then got closer to me and took my crewmate away. If you want to know what happens next, drop a like and subscribe to the channel.